Have you ever wondered why some people work incredibly hard yet still feel like money disappears the moment it enters their home? Bills pile up, savings never grow, and opportunities seem to slip away. Meanwhile, other families appear to attract prosperity almost effortlessly. What if the difference isn't just education, talent, or luck? What if it's something far older and far more subtle, an ancient principle about how energy flows inside your home? Today, I'm going to reveal a powerful piece of wisdom preserved for thousands of years in Jewish tradition. It centers around one specific day of the week when cleaning your home may actually push wealth away. Most people have never heard about this principle because it isn't taught in schools or financial seminars. Modern culture focuses on working harder, earning more, and investing wisely. While those things matter, ancient traditions believed something deeper was involved. According to centuries-old teachings found in Jewish spiritual texts, every home carries an invisible atmosphere, an energetic environment that either attracts or repels prosperity. The actions people perform inside their homes can strengthen or weaken this energy. Something as simple as sweeping the floor at the wrong time may symbolically remove blessings meant to stay. Understanding this hidden rhythm can completely change how wealth flows into your life. For thousands of years, Jewish scholars carefully observed patterns between daily actions and financial outcomes in their communities. These observations were recorded in religious discussions, cultural traditions, and family practices passed from generation to generation. One idea kept appearing again and again: certain days carry a different kind of spiritual atmosphere. During those times, the home becomes a vessel for rest, peace, and blessing. Interrupting that atmosphere with certain activities, especially heavy cleaning or organizing, was believed to disturb the flow of abundance entering the household. While modern society may see this as symbolic, many families who follow these traditions insist the results are surprisingly real. To understand this idea better, imagine your home as a container. When the container is prepared carefully, it can hold valuable things: comfort, peace, opportunity, and prosperity. But when that container is constantly disturbed or emptied at the wrong moment, it struggles to hold anything for long. Ancient teachings suggested that the weekly cycle of time includes a moment when homes are meant to receive blessings rather than release them. If people spend that sacred window sweeping floors, throwing away items, or removing clutter, they symbolically push away the very abundance they hope to attract. The timing of everyday actions becomes surprisingly important. The day connected to this idea is the period known as Shabbat, which traditionally begins on Friday evening at sunset and continues until Saturday evening. In Jewish culture, Shabbat is considered a time of rest, reflection, and spiritual renewal. For thousands of years, families prepared for it carefully. Homes were cleaned beforehand, meals were prepared early, and once the sacred period began, work was set aside. The belief was simple but powerful: when Shabbat arrives, a special atmosphere of peace and blessing enters the home. The goal is not to push energy out, but to create space where prosperity can settle. This is why traditional teachings advise against cleaning during that specific window of time. Sweeping, mopping, organizing, or throwing away trash during Shabbat is symbolically seen as removing the blessing that has just arrived. Think of it like opening all the windows during a warm moment in winter. The warmth escapes before it has time to fill the house. By avoiding cleaning during that period, families symbolically allow prosperity and peace to remain inside their homes. Whether viewed spiritually or psychologically, the principle encourages people to slow down, respect rhythm, and treat their homes as places where abundance can comfortably stay. Preparation plays a major role in this practice. Before Friday evening arrives, the home is cleaned thoroughly. Floors are swept, kitchens organized, and trash removed so that nothing distracting remains. This preparation transforms ordinary cleaning into something more meaningful. Instead of rushing through chores, families treat the process as preparing a welcoming environment. When sunset approaches, the house is already peaceful and orderly. That calm atmosphere becomes the foundation for the next 24 hours of rest. In a sense, the home becomes a vessel ready to receive positive energy, rather than a place where activity constantly disrupts the natural rhythm of life. Another tradition connected to this preparation is the lighting of candles shortly before sunset on Friday evening. In many households, 2 candles are placed on the table and lit as Shabbat begins. The soft light symbolizes peace, clarity, and the welcoming of blessing into the home. While the candles themselves are simple, their meaning runs deeper. Lighting them marks the transition from a busy week of work into a period of rest and gratitude. It reminds everyone in the household to slow down, appreciate what they already have, and open their lives to the possibility of greater prosperity in the days ahead. Bread is also part of the traditional Shabbat table. Many families place 2 loaves of bread on the table before the meal begins. This practice symbolically represents provision and sustenance. In ancient times, the double portion of food prepared before the day of rest reminded people that abundance often comes from preparation and trust. Placing bread on the table is not about luxury, it is about recognizing that provision already exists. When families gather around that table, the atmosphere shifts from anxiety about money toward gratitude for what is present, and that mindset alone can transform how people think about wealth. The most important element of this entire tradition is rest. From Friday evening until Saturday evening, work is intentionally paused. No sweeping, no mopping, no heavy chores. Instead, the time is used for conversation, reflection, shared meals, reading, or simply enjoying quiet moments with family. In a world that constantly demands productivity, this weekly pause creates balance. It reminds people that life is not only about chasing income but also about creating space where prosperity can grow naturally. Rest is not laziness, it is a deliberate act of trust that abundance does not require constant struggle every single moment. Modern psychology actually supports parts of this ancient idea. When people never pause from work or chores, stress levels remain high, decision-making becomes rushed, and financial choices often suffer. A regular day of rest allows the mind to reset. When the mind becomes calm, people make clearer decisions about opportunities, investments, and spending. In this sense, the ancient tradition may work on multiple levels at once. It creates a peaceful environment in the home, strengthens family relationships, and reduces the anxiety that often drives poor financial habits. Sometimes the oldest wisdom carries practical benefits modern science is only beginning to understand. Another powerful part of the practice involves intention. Before the period of rest begins, many people take a moment to quietly express gratitude and welcome prosperity into their home. Some speak simple words of intention, thanking life for the opportunities they already have and inviting new blessings in the coming week. Words may seem small, but they shape how people think and act. When individuals consistently focus on gratitude instead of scarcity, their decisions often become more confident and optimistic. That shift in mindset can influence relationships, business opportunities, and the courage needed to pursue financial growth in practical ways. Those who follow this weekly rhythm often describe subtle changes over time. Life begins to feel less chaotic. Financial decisions become more thoughtful. Instead of constantly chasing money, people create an environment where opportunities appear naturally. Sometimes it shows up as an unexpected payment, a helpful connection, or a new idea that leads to income. While skeptics may call these coincidences, many families believe the changes are connected to honoring the rhythm of preparation, rest, and gratitude. When the home environment becomes calm and intentional, it tends to attract the kind of clarity and focus that prosperity requires. It's important to understand that this practice is not about instant wealth or magical results. The purpose is alignment, aligning your habits, your environment, and your mindset with a rhythm that values preparation and rest equally. Wealth rarely grows in chaotic environments filled with constant stress. It grows where people feel secure, thoughtful, and patient. By protecting one day each week from unnecessary chores and distractions, families symbolically protect their future as well. Over time, that discipline builds stability not only in the household atmosphere but also in financial behavior and long-term planning. Another lesson hidden inside this tradition is the idea of boundaries. When people respect a day dedicated to rest, they learn that not every moment must be filled with work. That boundary protects mental health and relationships. Families eat together, talk together, and reconnect without the noise of endless responsibilities. Strong relationships often lead to stronger opportunities, whether through business partnerships, shared ideas, or emotional support during difficult times. In this way, the practice strengthens the social foundation that wealth often depends on. Prosperity rarely grows in isolation, it grows in environments where people support and trust each other. If someone wants to try this approach, the steps are simple. Begin by cleaning your home earlier on Friday before sunset. Remove trash, organize your space, and prepare your meals ahead of time. As evening approaches, slow the pace of your day. Light candles if you wish, gather with family, and allow the atmosphere of your home to shift from work to rest. Once the evening begins, avoid sweeping, mopping, or major chores until Saturday evening. Instead, focus on relaxation, reflection, conversation, and gratitude for the blessings already present in your life. Try following this rhythm for several weeks and simply observe what changes. You may notice your home feels calmer. Your stress about money might begin to fade. Sometimes the greatest transformation is not sudden wealth but the sense of stability that grows in your life. When people stop rushing constantly, they start noticing opportunities that were always there but hidden behind stress and distraction. That awareness often leads to smarter choices and better financial outcomes. Ancient traditions understood something powerful: prosperity often grows quietly in environments where patience and balance are respected. In the end, the message behind this teaching is simple but profound. Wealth is not only about how much you earn, it is also about the environment you create around it. A home filled with intention, preparation, rest, and gratitude becomes a place where prosperity feels welcome. By honoring a weekly rhythm and protecting a day of peace, you give both your mind and your home the chance to hold on to the blessings that come your way. Sometimes the smallest changes in routine can open the door to the biggest transformations in life.